Hello, this is Stephanie, and again you've made your way to my channel, Transformation Tuesday with Stephanie J. I want to tell you about why I've not been on here in the past 2-3 weeks. A couple of days before my birthday, my birthday was March the 20th, and that was on a Tuesday, so it was the Friday before. I had it all ready to go. I was going to push mow my yard. I had already scheduled and paid for a class at a bar class, if y'all have ever heard about that. And then, so that was going to be Saturday and Sunday and Monday. I was going to go work out, because remember I made you that promise that I was going to work out like 4 times before I got with you next. And I tell you what, I had good plans, but good Lord above, I think, had other plans. I was out there push mowing my yard. I had worked the night before, and I had took a little bit nap, hadn't showered, nothing. So I hadn't showered since like 5 o'clock the night before. So I just threw on some old clothes, went out there and started mowing my yard. And I was doing a good job. I was sweating. I was like, listening to headphones. I was working out. I was so happy. Well, they tell you that you're supposed to really walk your yard like the first time you mow it, to find out any holes that's come in your yard or anything like that. Well, here in North Georgia, we don't have a whole lot of problem with erosion and that kind of thing, because our ground here is hard as a rock. But I do have gophers. So I stepped in a gopher hole, or some sort of hole, and I know that I could feel something crack and pop. Oh, that was just so much fun. Neither of my neighbors were home, because this was during the day, maybe about 1 o'clock. And so I didn't have my cell phone on me. It was at the top of the hill, because the back of my yard is a decent little slopey hill like that. And there was no way I could put weight on it. There was no way, because I tried. I couldn't even, if your foot's like this, I could not. I couldn't put my foot forward. So I crawled to the top of the hill to where my phone was. I'm very thankful I did have my phone out there, because I think I'd been talking to my mom or dad right before I started mowing the yard. And so I crawled up there and used the phone. Well, when somebody finally came and got me, I refused to go to the emergency room, because now my hair is, big ponytail, had been crying, and I don't cry often. I was, legs wasn't I was not going to the ER. No. And so I've been a nurse long enough that I know, even if it's broke, they're going to put you in a boot, put you in a cast, whatever, and tell you to go see your orthopedic doctor Monday or Tuesday, whatever. Unless, you've got a bone that's, not aligned, like, it's like that, or sticking out of the skin, then that's an emergency. But other than that, they're going to make sure nothing moves like that. They're going to splint you, cast you, put you in a boot, and tell you to see your orthopedic surgeon, and even make you an appointment. Well, that's fine and dandy. So that was on a Friday, and I said, there is no way that I'm going to the emergency room. I have wonderful insurance, but it's still $300 or $400. If they're going to pat me on the butt, send me home, I'm not going to do it. And besides, I'll look pretty bad. I was able, somebody came over, and I was able to, I happened to have like a big walking stick in the car, and was able to get to the front of the house. And they went and got some crutches that they had, so that put me that I was able to get in the house. Crawled upstairs, took a shower, and put some ice on it. Well, I kind of stayed that way Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I really didn't get out of bed unless I had to kind of crawl to the bathroom. I had it wrapped, in an ace wrap, so it was a hard weekend. I don't really take pain medicines, because I live here alone, and I'm always afraid if I take something, then I might get up in the middle of the night or something and fall, and then who would know until somebody checked on me the next day or the day after. So that is where I am. So now I am in one of these big, let me see if I can get my fat foot up here. One of these big boots. Oh, that was hard to do. Hopefully after I lose weight, that won't be so hard to do. I am on crutches, and I'm what they call non-weight bearing, which you can touch your foot down like that or just like that, but you can't put weight on it. So when you use the crutches, you can kind of put your foot to the floor. You just can't stand on it. So that makes things like taking a shower, shaving your legs. I have to shave one of my legs outside the tub because I can't put weight on this leg to shave that one. You know, prop it up on the side of the tub. That makes sense. Anyway, I go see the orthopedic doctor Monday, which is April the 9th. And so he will tell me my plot. I am sure, being a nurse for 20-something years, that he's not going to say, oh, Miss Stephanie, you know, you're going to go from the boot non-weight bearing crutches to, whoo, you're free. Because it still hurts. No, everything's torn, and I know it. We're just kind of trying to not do surgery. I think he's going to do some physical therapy, maybe. But it hadn't stopped hurting as much. It still hurts pretty bad. And I'm not able to see a lot of difference in how it feels. But you know, what he'll do is he'll take my foot like this, and he'll take a hold of cut my heel, and he'll kind of do it like that and be able to feel, you know, ligaments, tendons, and everything like that, how loose it is and if everything's still torn. And if it's making any progress from where he saw me in March. So that's 3 weeks I have not been able to work out. So if you remembered, our last check-in was 313, and I was at 214 even. Right now, I really can't even weigh because I'm not supposed to put weight on that bad side of the foot, so there's really no way that you can weigh and keep your feet even, you know, the weight on a scale. So, that is where I leave us. I will probably do an update for you. Monday's going to be terribly busy with doctor's appointments and stuff like that. Maybe Tuesday, since it is Transformation Tuesday with Stephanie J. And let you know what the orthoped said. We're just going to see, okay? But please don't quit. You know, you trying to lose weight and going to the gym. I was so tickled when I last met with y'all on the 13th that I had everything planned out. I was gonna kill it that week. Well, that's kind of one of those things. If you ever want to see the good Lord above laugh, tell him what your plans are, because he has different plans for you. So for some reason, this is the way it is, and I'm dealing with it. But I might get on here and try to post, you know, get my daughter to come over, and maybe we can film something that's nutrition. Maybe we can still do something with this channel until I can get back on my feet and really start working out again. In my head, I am planning workouts, meal plans. It makes me feel better if I feel I have a plan in action for when this is all over. But we're going to see. So, just going to hang in there, okay? So, please keep posting. Even look down below, and I'm going to put my website, Saving with Stephanie J. It's on Weebly. Keep posting over there and let me know how you're doing. Please don't let this stop. We got to keep going, even though sometimes huge roadblocks are put ahead of us, okay? Alrighty. Appreciate you joining me on Transformation Tuesday with Stephanie J. this rainy Saturday in North Georgia. So we're going to see what happens Monday. Alrighty. Thank you for joining me. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and the notifications just to let me know that you're still hanging in there with me, okay? I didn't have a big following. I think 82 was the number, so I just didn't want y'all to think that I had dropped off the face of the earth or something bad had happened, all right? I've just got something all messed up in my foot. All righty. See y'all later. Thank you. Bye-bye.